we've got a rivalry game on deck, and these two fan bases have been going at it early from the tailgate to the end zones, and you gotta think this will be a little contentious. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the FIU Panthers, just outside of Miami and Pitt Bowl Stadium. As we'll see, a squad from the American, the Florida Atlantic Owls, taking on a team from Conference USA, the Florida International Panthers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Owls offense will go on the attack first. Last time these two rivals got together, guys, there were hurt feelings and some dead fish handshakes in the aftermath, and this might be just the recipe to cook up some revenge, Jesse.
Well, they're going to be motivated, that's for sure. The losing team, they have been hearing about that blowout loss now for a very long time. They had this game circled, David, all offseason, hoping to get that payback.
Oh, man, and you get all the quotes, all the people talking about all those blowhards on all the different networks, i.e. us, talking about how bad it was and how embarrassing it was, and now you get a chance to get some payback. They're excited.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Finds the tight end. Turning it on. He works his way up to the 33 and is pushed out of bounds. Florida Atlantic gets to the line quickly.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. They're going to run it. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
And this guy just stays on a roll. He's been getting to quarterbacks and making life really, really hard. He had 3 sacks a week ago, 1 already in this ball game. You better know where he is at on every single snap.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off.
Excellent job by this defense. You know they watched the tape last week. This offense was humming. They were clicking. They were in rhythm. You knew they would be aggressive, and they are in the first drive. Great discipline in the back end. Shows up, shows out, and creates the first takeaway of this football game.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. With the catch, it's McNeil. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The Panthers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Keeps it on the bootleg. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Caught near the sticks. It's Owens. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. And the Panthers come to the line with a new set of downs. From the gun, the running back looking for room. And he was able to run through 1 tackle, but still only a modest gain. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning Turkey Bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollock off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollock cut blocked, maybe even double-team high-low, chop blocked on every single player.
Breaks into the open, and it is well blocked as they pick up enough for a first down.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Back to throw, it's Jenkins. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the left. Across the 25, he's got room. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Panther! And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing it at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They march 79 yards on the drive. And the finisher coming courtesy of that touchdown toss from 45 yards out. And he's coming out of the end zone. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Florida Atlantic takes over again, and the Owls offense will go back to work. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse. No,
you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate them.
Oh, he's got some space. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. And the Owls want to crank the tempo.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
Off the play fake. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. They'll need to convert this 3rd down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. Grab near the marker. It's Messer. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that.
The offense in hurry-up mode. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built the lead.
Florida Atlantic will have to send out the punt team. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Hauls it in and looking upfield. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. FIU gets it back, and the Panthers will send the offense back onto the field. They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. Throws to the tight end. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Handoff from the gun. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. That's the end of the quarter, and FIU is on top. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. Dropping back, it's Jenkins. Showing the arm strength to the left. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. FIU will line up to punt.
Number 6, on to kick it away.
Catches it cleanly at the 20. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. The Florida Atlantic offense will return to the field. Things haven't gone exactly the way they drew it up. Turnover, punt, and now they have it back. Looking for room, it's Sands. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Owls trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
How about this defense in this game so far? Already 5 sacks, and we're only in the second quarter. I think if you're the offensive coordinator, you have got to start mixing up these play calls, moving the pocket, get your quarterback away from danger, because it's obvious. This offensive line, they cannot hold up, and they cannot get it done.
Florida Atlantic will send the punt unit onto the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. The Florida International offense is back on the field. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. Going to the running game. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. Runs first down, and the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Under fire! And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, they're trying to get the big fella the football in the passing game, but they haven't been able to do that yet. He is a really nice target with his size and his athleticism, but him and the QB, they just don't seem to be on the same page right now.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. Wants to throw. It's Jenkins. Looking left. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. FIU will line up to punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Florida Atlantic has the ball back, and the offense will try to put together a drive. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3 and out the last time they had the ball. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Looking for a crease, it's Sands. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Grabbed over the middle, it's Henry. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. Florida Atlantic trying to get back on the ball.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. And the Owls come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. They'll try to run for it. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down, they've got it at the 40.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
With the catch, it's Sands. Down to 2 minutes to play, we'll take the timeout. They'll talk it over, a chance to tie or even take the lead before the break. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. A little screen to the running back. No sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
And the punt will go into the end zone, and the ball comes out to the 20 on the touchback. Guys, FIU ready to go back to work on offense. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Looking downfield, it's Jenkins. Makes the catch. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their...
There he goes! They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advancing.
The offenses should focus on their guys and making sure so-and-so guys get so-and-so touches. And, you know, listen, they're featuring this guy. They're going to throw it to him. He's going to be the primary target on a lot of times. I can't be reckless, but I definitely have to find my way to get that guy the ball.
Well, the good news is he did a nice job reading the coverage. He knew exactly where to go with the football that time. Just a little bit too much on that pass. You wonder if that's just nerves. He's got to settle himself down a little bit.
Got it in the middle, it's Payne. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. FIU will line up to punt.
On to punt it away.
Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Florida Atlantic takes over again, and the Owls offense will go back to work. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
Looking to throw on first down. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Got his man. Brought down at the 47-yard line after the 15-yard pickup. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. Quick tempo, no huddle offense, 2nd down, clock's running. Double time, hustling to the line, they spike it to stop the clock.
Let's go, Panther fans. You know what to do.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down. Florida Atlantic decides to punt it away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Dropping back, it's Jenkins. Throws to the wideout. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Got it up for the 1st. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Oops, someone moved just a bit early, and the offense is going to pick up a penalty.
False start on offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. After the shower of flags, it's 1st and 15 for this offense. Early movement on the offense, and they'll push it back 5 yards.
False start on offense.
Just can't lose focus like that. You got to know the snap count. Now it's 1st and 20 for the offense. Right back to it. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true 3-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and then the deep ball, he is a problem. And I don't think this defense has the solution. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. The Owls will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. FIU gets it back, and the Panthers will send the offense back onto the field. Back to throw, it's Jenkins. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working, ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
Out of the gun, the inside give. Got enough for the first down and wants more. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. What perfect perfect execution on that big run. Everything perfectly blocked, and this guy doesn't need a lot of room.
I love how this offensive line communicates and works up front. You see guys winning their one-on-one battles. There's double teams happening. Guys are getting into the second level and creating big lanes for this running back.
Right back to the well. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
They'll give it to the back. They'll pick up 5. It'll be 3rd and 5.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. FIU will line up to punt. He makes the fair catch, and they'll spot the ball at the 18. The Florida Atlantic offense will return to the field. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. They'll start this drive going to the air. Intercepted, a turnover in their own territory. Touchdown, Florida International. What momentum you get when the defense comes out with a play like that. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, then thought, don't get caught, and he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play, but defense, great job making the interception, and you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll bring it out. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Florida Atlantic has the ball back, and the offense will try to put together a drive. These guys really need to get something going on this drive. They are still well within striking distance, but they have very little to show for their possession so far. They'll try the run. They stop him after a 6-yard run out to the 24. Florida Atlantic races to the line.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. They'll run behind the big guys on the right. Very little running room, if any, and he just hasn't had anywhere to go in this one. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man quickly. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Florida Atlantic will have to send out the punt team. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. The Florida International offense is back on the field. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The Panthers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Right back to the well. It's a fumble. Oh, the offense fortunate to fall on that one, and they'll live to fight another play. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
But one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that one.
They'll run play action. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
FIU will line up to punt. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Florida Atlantic takes over again, and the Owls offense will go back to work. The offense goes back to work, and the defense is keeping them in it right now. They just really haven't gotten much done when they've had the football. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Florida Atlantic trying to line up quickly.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
He's knocked down behind the line of scrimmage again, and this just hasn't been his day. Nowhere to run. And he'll chuck that one away and save the down. Nobody was able to get open.
Man, this defense has been ruthless all game long. Individual effort. They've got guys up front winning their one-on-one matchups, and they have been terrorizing this quarter.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's cut. Florida Atlantic will send the punt unit onto the field. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Looking for a man. It's Jenkins. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Now the play fake. Quickly out to the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
And we haven't called his name a lot, and I think this offense, they need to find a way to continue to manufacture touches for the big tight end. And I don't care how you do it. I don't care where you line him up. He's that good, and if I'm this offense, I'm going to find him more often.
The throw to the outside is complete. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. We've reached the break. It's FIU with the lead. And they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the 3rd quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. The offense somehow fell on it, and they'll retain possession.
Man, those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
3rd down conversions, always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Back to throw, it's Jenkins. And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. FIU will line up to punt. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. punt is on its way. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. The Florida Atlantic offense will return to the field. They really need to find a way to punch back on this drive, already down 14. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. Makes the catch. It's Messer. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
And in this situation late, when you need 2 touchdowns to win the game, everything's going to have to be downfield. So I like the idea in this 2-minute drive, throwing it that way. Let's keep it going, keep our pedal to the metal here.
Florida Atlantic gets to the line quickly.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock. That is at a premium for this offense.
He'll get rid of it. Complete to the left. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6. They want to throw it. Rush is on him. He just got rid of that one to save the down. Didn't see anything he liked.
I like the decision by the quarterback there. It's only first down. It's not there. Throw it away. Live to play another day.
After getting nothing, it's second and goal from the 6. Wants to throw it. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Owls! Fitted in the window for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Michigan is currently up big right now in a game they'll be talking about in Ann Arbor for a long time. They're up by 18 over Central Michigan. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
The defense, obviously, at this point is trailing. They need to get the football back. They're expecting run. They know the offense is going to try and bleed the clock, so you got to be good at the point of attack. They were right there. They gave up nothing on that run.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
To the air, it's Jenkins. Hit as he throws. Pass falls incomplete, but that was basically a free play as the defense was offsides, and this is going to be a first down.
Good job by the QB there, using his cadence, using his clapping, trying to get this defense offside.
In a tight game like this, a mistake that keeps a drive alive for your opponent, just devastating. Offense has first down. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. And the Panthers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Off play action. Caught over the middle. It's Payne. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
Such a tough spot to be in on defense because you're trailing, you're expecting the offense to run the football. They just did it on the last play, and then on a critical 3rd down, they go play action, and they throw it over your head. You got to feel for this defense.
FIU comes out with a fresh set of downs. Off play action on first down. Fires left. Makes a connection. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down?
Man, this quarterback is going to have to be deadly accurate here in this 2-minute situation, right? And that's really what he's had to be all game long. He hasn't had a lot of yards because the coverage has just been so tight. He's had to be pinpoint perfect. It's been hard just to find completions, and no doubt that's going to be the same thing here in this 2-minute drive.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Here's a heat. Missed receiver there. It's incomplete.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
They were on the move, but 2 straight incompletions had them staring at 3rd and 10. Oh, not able to hold his water, and the offense will have it stepped off against them.
False start on offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Looking for a man, it's Jenkins. Throws for the tight end. And the deflection on 3rd down. How big is that? Forces a 4th down.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look there. 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
FIU will line up to punt. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Fair catch is signaled for and made. They'll mark it at the 12, and they'll start in a bit of a hole. Florida Atlantic has the ball back, and the offense will try to put together a drive. There's plenty of time to work with here, but they have to be highly efficient in their attack, Jesse.
So it comes down to the quarterback position too, Reese. Don't let the moment get too big. Play within yourself, David, because this guy's practiced the situation before.
No doubt. Use the sidelines. They're your friend. I don't have to take deep shots. Throw beyond the 1st down marker so I can stop that clock for a little bit and possibly use my timeouts.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, guys, 4th quarter, you're trailing. You know that they're going to be throwing the ball and trying to be aggressive and try to climb back into this one. Couldn't come up with it there on 2nd down. Let's see what happens on 3rd.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Well, if that last incompletion's any indicator, it's going to be hard to convert this 4th and short coming up. You're trailing late in the game. You've got to come up with a big completion, but where are you going to go? Where's your best matchup here on this next critical down?
Converts on 4th down. Still going. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. Looking downfield on 1st down. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play. Looking up top, and time is of the essence. He wants a big play here late. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away. They've got to push the ball down the field. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Got it in stride inside the 20. That is just a gargantuan play as he has it all the way down to the 12. Quick snap and a spike to stop the clock.
No gain on the play. Brings up.
Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. looking to fire. Oh, they're after him. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play.
After that incompletion, there is so much pressure now on this quarterback to come up with a big play. They need to score a touchdown. They need to keep this drive alive to have any shot at winning this game.
Going for it all. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. Leaves it with the back. Turning it on. They make the stop, and the clock strikes 0, and that will do it for this one. There's a long and storied history of great games between these two rivals, and this chapter adds another to that legacy.
Really impressed by the poise by the winning team as well here. They weren't overhyped in this game. They came out, they looked prepared, they were calm, definitely confident. David, they were able to go out and execute well enough to get this win.
And it's hard in these rivalry games with all the emotions running so deep. Like, you sometimes get overzealous. Sometimes you get too many penalties. It's hard to rein in your emotions, but they did. They kept it in check, and now bragging rights for a whole year.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.